This is the place to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Innovation Days.
This is Morten from English TV, and normally I would have talked to Francesco via our computers, but since we are here in Italy anyway, we thought that much better just to talk in person. So good to see you again, Francesco.
Good to see you, Morten.
I mean, Rotomail in itself is a fantastic story,
Yeah.
but another chapter which is almost as interesting is that for years you've been involved in developing a software platform for book printers, right?
Yes. We started a long time ago with our platform because we believe that there is a big space in the automation stuff. Just to give you a number, we produce in 2024 5.5 million books, and 1,100,000 are between one copy to 99. So means really book of one, very on-demand printing. And this was possible only because we have a very powerful platform. The platform is a front-end platform that enable the Rotomail to engage customers. And we have publishers that are using this platform for placing order, to upload files, tracking their orders, and so on and so forth. And then with the same platform, we have a part that is managing the production. So it means that we can produce and organize our production in a very efficient way. So at the end, to produce one book only or a few books in an order, it's quite cheap. Let me say, at the end, it's like to print 1,000. And then, because of this, you can sell better, and then, profitability is better.
Yeah. So basically, because I mean, I think that when you look at printing companies today, also the digital ones, they often have, let's say, then they have software for imposition is from one supplier, accounting another supplier, and production management a third supplier, and then they hope it works together. But you decided that to get that maximum productivity, the Bronte platform essentially handles all the processes, right? You have a front end to the shops, which people refer to as web to print, and then you have the entire production management is actually automated. You don't have any people making plannings of any print.
No.
And when you look at the production of Rotomail, where you have both covers and content printed in rolls,
Yes.
the integration on making sure that you have the right content for the right cover, and that cover can be either matte laminated or gloss laminated, and everything is automated. Everything is gathered, bound, and trimmed, and delivered to an output. I mean, that is, when you just think of it for a second, it is almost unbelievable, right?
Yeah. I mean, workflow, it's really a tricky situation if you need to play with different suppliers, because at the end of the day, you have to integrate process by process, and it's not so easy sometimes, and it's not efficient. So our software start with the uploading files and receiving order, but when you upload files, you have a pre-flight scheme that can check files if they are okay or not, and give right message to the publishers to arrange something different if it's needed. When the file is there and is approved, it is always available for these customers, and they can place order anytime, any day. And also the SLA is very sharp, because the production is well organized, so we can commit with them.
I also remember that when I was here last time, that the sequence of just move that stupid chair, right? No, I was just saying that I remember that the sequence of print files is also put in position regarding how important the timeliness of, I mean, as you say,
Yeah.
SLA, So if you have a book that needs to be finished in a few minutes, then it's the last job printed because that is the first
Yes.
one found.
Yes.
Those kind of things gives you a lot of efficiencies that would be almost impossible to handle
Yes.
manually.
It's true.
One thing is that you gain that efficiency on, let's say, what people today produce. One of the things that I have been very interested in is that, and Alessandro also mentioned that in the interview we did with him before, is that the publishing companies now have the ability for the long tail to print back catalogs, because instead of having a circulation of 500 where you only sell 400 in the long tail, now you have the ability to just print exactly what the market needs. That must also, when you talk to customers about Bronte, be a very valuable value proposition of the software.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. At the end, last year we managed almost 450,000 orders, just because customer can place order in the quantity they need. So they don't need to print, big quantities. That's it. And this is the way where we can offer a flexible service and a very convenient service to customers. And at the end, the customers are very happy. We made also a research, and we see that mostly customers are answering to our research and then really are satisfied. For sure, they continue to ask for improvement, for new products and whatever. This is normal. And yes, it was said. But anyway, this is what you say. So, and this is important because the market is moving in this direction. So
I was thinking, Francesco, because Rotomail started as a transactional printing company, and then 15 years turned into also being a book printer in digital from the beginning. I was just wondering, if people are watching this and are considering, okay, this software might be interesting, is it good or bad that it's developed by a company? Of course, it's good because you have the experience of the processes, but are you also a competitor in that sense, or how should people react to buying from a printing company instead of, let's say, HP or some bigger vendors that doesn't print themselves?
First, I believe that we are speaking the same language of our potential partners. I don't call customer. I prefer to say partners. Then what we are offering to them is our core, knowledge and experience, and is really the engine of the business that we are doing. So we are not here just to present a software and then abandon the software or change our strategy because is what we need and what we have to do to engage the Italian market. For that reason, we know many details. We understood in the past the really pain points that our partners could face if they are doing business like us. And that for this reason, we are continuing to improve the software. We can give also good knowledge about how to move in this direction. That is not anymore short run only, but also really automation and book of one. So this is what I expect.
And it's quite interesting because, if you go to a software company that doesn't have production, then they will need to go to customer seeing it.
Yeah.
But you utilize everything in Bronte. So this is not, sometimes I see myself when we film software solutions from companies that the PSP is only utilizing 10% of the software, right?
Yeah.
But when you go out here in Rotomail, everything is being used to its maximum, right?
Yes. This is true. And I repeat, you see, real experience is not a marketing presentation that we can provide to partners. We really can arrange test environment. We can check with them what they need. For sure, we are working roll to roll. Some of them are working also with cut sheet. We have several technologies that we can integrate in our platform. So it's really something that the people that are visiting us are really appreciating, and we believe. And I want to say we are going to Hunkeler Innovation Day because I believe that it's important for partners to see technology, but it's important for partners to understand new business model and new experience. And then we are also open to invite these potential partners to come and visit us and share what we are doing.
And I think that is good. And we talk about Innovation Days in a second, but I was just thinking about one of the things I really find interesting also in the company history of Rotomail is that when you have a set of transaction print, that is only often set up for the peak period. But
Yeah.
you told me last time, I think it was last time we met, you said that when you are a transactional printing company where you see the volume is falling, you still need to scale for the peaks. And with Bronte and with book production, for relatively small additional investment, a transactional printing company can become a very efficient book printer.
Yeah, you're touching a very good point. So, looking at our experience, when we started in book printing was because we understood that transactional at least was not growing, was transforming, maybe becoming more digital than on paper. And this what we did. But at the end, we have technologies that we have to use. And for that reason, with the new inkjet technology, because also the opportunity came from the new inkjet technology, we decided to invest into the book printing industry. And we treat the book printing industry as the transactional. So for us, at the end, is matter of printing pages, and we are controlling any pages we are printing. And then we learn for sure in what does it mean to produce a book. Okay, that is not like to produce a statement, but by the way, this knowledge about transactional is making a difference in the market. So at the end, we are not competing in a confrontation with a traditional book printer. We are offering a service, we are offering a different approach, and we succeed in build these volumes in few years. That was really good because we growth also last year where the market was almost flat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the journey that we just spoke about and how transactional printers can take advantage of Bronte and understanding how the book market can make the money is also that if you look at Hunkeler itself, it also more or less came from the transactional business, right?
Yeah.
And moving more into the commercial space, more into the book space. So, I mean, when you go to Hunkeler Innovation Days here in 25, just in a few weeks' time, so what is your expectations for this time?
Expectation. I mean, we are there to present our Bronte, so we want to engage potential partners that want to move into this direction of full automation in book printing. It means that we are open to meet book printer itself, because I know that in Hunkeler you will see a lot of opportunities and technologies on book printing environment, but also to meet the transactional company that are printing transactional that want to invest in new spaces. So expectation is this one, and I repeat, the idea is that if you today, if you go in an event like that, it's important to see hardware, but it's important to understand how to improve your company, your processes, your business model with new ideas. And because of digital, automation is the key. And without software, there is no automation. So buy a device, buy a finishing device, buy printers. It's easy.
Compared to
It's easy, no? At the end, it's a matter of money on the table.
Yeah.
To invest on software, it's a change.
And you know what you're talking about. I mean, with your background with HP, I mean, you know the the selling time and the processes and how important with this integration to your
Yeah.
application layer, so to speak,
Yeah.
right? What is more difficult to sell, software or hardware?
But to sell software, it's easy because people can touch. What they are buying, and they're supposed to know what they are going to buy. Then sometimes they're surprised, but it's another story. If you need to invest on software, you need to have clear where you need to go, where you want to go.
Yeah,
because it's something that you built with the partner.
Yeah.
Because the software itself is nice, but
Yeah.
it has to be put on working in the specific side according to the specific needs of the customer.
Yeah, I mean, it's, when you say it, it sounds so obvious, but still, I think that it's something that people can learn, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, another reason for going to Hunkeler Innovation Days to meet with you, and who else is going to Lucerne?
I'm going there. Alessandro is going there. Luca is going there. Simone, also the IT director, will be there for a while. So we are a big team,
But it will be a fun team to hang out with.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
Francesco, thank you very much for spending time with me here.
Thank you to you.
And I look forward to see you again in Lucerne.
Okay, thank you very much. See you.
Bye.
Bye.